There were once 3 billy goats who lived in a meadow at the foot of a mountain, and their last name was Gruff. There was Big Billy Goat Gruff, and the middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, and the little Billy Goat Gruff. They all 3 jumped about among the rocks in the meadow and ate what grass they could find, but it wasn't very much. One day, littlest Billy Goat Gruff looked up the high mountain overhead, and he thought to himself, "It looks as though there were a great deal of fine grass up on the mountain. I believe I'll just run up there all by myself without telling anyone and eat so much grass that I'll grow to be as big as anybody." So off the little Billy Goat Gruff started without telling his brothers a word about it. He ran along, tip-tap, until at last he came to a wide river with a bridge over it. Now, the little Billy Goat did not know about it, but the bridge belonged to a great, terrible troll, and the little goat had gone more than halfway across when he heard the troll shouting under at the bridge. "Who's that going across my bridge?" shouted the troll in his great loud voice. "It's me, the littlest Billy Goat Gruff," answered the little Billy Goat. "Oh, it's the littlest Billy Goat Gruff, is it? Well, you won't go much farther, for I'm the troll that owns this bridge, and now I'm coming to eat you up." And with that, the troll looked up over the edge of the bridge. When the little Billy Goat Gruff saw him, he was very much frightened. "Oh, dear, good Mr. Troll, please don't eat me," he cried. "I'm such a very little goat that I would scarcely be a mouthful for you. I have a brother who is a great deal bigger than I am. Wait till he comes, for he'd make a much better meal for you than I would." "But if he's much bigger, he may be tough." "Oh no, he's just tender as I am." "And a great deal bigger?" "Oh yes, a great deal bigger." "Very well then, I'll wait for him. Run along." So the little goat ran on, tip-tap across the bridge, and on up to the mountain where he was safe. And glad enough he was to be out of that scrape, I can tell you. Now it was not very long after this that the middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff began to think he'd like to go up on that mountain too. He did not say anything about the great Billy Goat Gruff, but off he set, all by himself. Trap, 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 trap. After a while, he came to the bridge where the troll lived, and he stepped out upon it. Trap, 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 trap. He had barely reached the middle of it when the troll began shouting at him. "Who's that going across my bridge?" "It's me, the middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff," answered the middle-sized Billy Goat in his middle-sized voice. "Oh, is it? Then you're the very one I've been waiting for. I'm the troll that owns this bridge, and now I'm coming to eat you up." At that, the middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff was in a great fright. "Oh dear Mr. Troll, good Mr. Troll, please don't eat me. I have a brother that's a great deal bigger than I am. Just wait till he comes along, for he'd make a much better meal for you than I would." "A great deal bigger?" "Yes, a great deal bigger." "Very well then, run along, and I'll wait till he comes. Only the biggest goat there is to make a meal for me." The middle-sized Billy Goat was not slow to run along as the troll bade him. He hurried across the river and up the mountain as fast as he could go. Trappity-trap, trappity-trap, trappity-trap. And just weren't he and his little brother glad to see each other again? and to be safely over the troll's bridge and up where the good grass was. And now it was the turn of Big Billy Goat Gruff to begin to think he'd like to go up on the mountain too. I believe that's where the Billy Goat Gruff and the middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff have gone, said he to himself. If I don't look out, they'll be growing so fat up there they'll be as big as I am. I think I'd better go and eat the long green mountain grass too. So the next morning he sat in the pleasant sunshine. Clump, 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 clump. He was so big you could hear his hoofs pounding on the stones while he was still a mile away. After a while he came to the bridge where the troll lived, and out he stepped on it. Clump, clump, clump. And the bridge shook and bent under his weight as he walked. Then the troll lived under it was in a fearful rage. "Who's that going across my bridge?" he shouted, and his voice was so terrible that all the little fish in the river swam away and hid under the rocks at the sound of it. But the big Billy Goat Gruff was not frightened. "It's me, the biggest Billy Goat Gruff," he answered, in a voice as big as the troll's own. "Oh, is it? Is it? Then just stop for a bit, for you're the one I've been waiting for. I'm the troll that owns this bridge, and now I'm coming to eat you up." And with that, the great grey troll poked his head up over the bridge, and his eyes looked like two great mill wheels, and they were going round and round in his head with rage. But still, Big Billy Goat was not frightened. "So you're a troll, are you? And you own this bridge, do you? And now you're going to eat me. We'll see about that. I have a forehead as hard as the stone. I'll mash you all up, body and bone." When the troll heard the Big Billy talk to him that way, he bellowed so that the middle-sized goat and the little Billy Goat heard him all the way up on the mountain where they were. He jumped up on the bridge and put down his big bushy head and ran and met the middle of the bridge. But the Billy Goat's head was harder than the troll's, so he knocked him down and thumped him out. And the troll sank like a piece of lead and never was seen or heard of him again. But the Big Billy Goat, went up to the mountain, and you may believe that his two brothers were glad to see him again, and to hear that the wicked troll was gone from under the bridge. After that, they all stayed up on the mountain together, and the smaller goats ate so much grass and grew so fat and big that after a while no one could have told one Big Billy Goat from the other. The end.